Hey there, it's Rachel Mullins, the host of Hashtag No Filter Fridays on Public House Media.
This is Jessica Hammer, co-host of Crowned and Dangerous here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Crowned and Dangerous, where Maddie and I talk about all things pageant related, especially our experiences in the Miss America organization. A new show comes out bi-weekly, every other Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of Crowned and Dangerous. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
The successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. Thomas Edison. The successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. That is just a brilliant quote in itself. And today I'm going to talk about 3 things that stop us from finding success. Welcome to Choose to Rise. I am so glad that you're here today. I am so glad that you pushed play. I'm so glad that you came back to Public House Media to check us out and to continue to dive into the content that I bring to you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you want to connect with me more, you can go to chooseToRiseUp.com. You can also follow us on Facebook. You can find the past episodes. You can be connected there as well. But I just want to thank you so much for being here today. So diving into today, 3 things that stop us from finding success. Now, I talked at the very quote, I said, the successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. And, the 3 things that are holding you back are things that are 100% in your control. So the first thing that holds us back from succeeding and doing what we want to do is bad thinking. Yeah, assumptions, dread, fear, doubt, all the thoughts that run through our heads on a daily basis that are not serving us. The things that really hold us back are the things that we have control over. I think there are like 70,000 thoughts in your head that happen every day, and you have control over every single one of them. But when you start to have that negative spiral that goes through of like, oh, that was dumb, or oh, why did I do that? Or the fear that comes into your head, oh, I wish this would happen, or all the negative things that just focus on that today. Like, pay attention, not focus on it, but pay attention to those things today. See what it is that is popping into your head. And then if you find a negative thought coming into your mind, flip it, because bad thinking is the number one thing that holds you back from finding success. The second thing that holds you back from finding success is bad habits. There are things that you just do on an automatic because your brain has been trained to do those things. It's the things that have just become the rote memory of how you live your life. Now, if you can be focused on the things that you are avoiding, the things that you're overcommitting on, the things that you are burning yourself out on, the things that are not serving you, but you continue to do them anyway because that's just how you do life. If you can identify those habits, the things that are not helping you get to your goals, and that's all has to do with reflection, you can maybe figure out a new way to do them or cut those things out of your life and fill them with better habits. And the third thing that is holding us back from a lot of things is bad relationships, being oblivious to the situation, division, trying to make yourself superior, finding yourself being insubordinate of other people, having to live up to someone else's expectations. Those 3 things, bad thinking, bad habits, and bad relationships, are the things that are holding all of us back from different things. I know when I personally start to go downhill, I actually made a post about it on my Choose to Rise page recently. The things that were holding me back most recently are the things that have held me back my whole life. There are certain paradigms that you have, certain belief systems that you've created over time based on the things that have happened in your life that continue to cycle and continue to help you make decisions, but actually almost in a way damaging of you of making decisions in your life. And so when you buy into those paradigms, you are always going to find evidence that they're true. So my paradigm is that I'm not enough, that I'm not enough for other people, that whatever I do is never enough for people. And that paradigm was popping up recently. And one of my mentors said, hey, this is what's happening. Aren't you the girl that said? And then she'll lay out my deepest, my deepest pieces. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, it is showing up. And I need to say, not today, Satan. I need to flip that mindset. I need to move it back to good thinking. I need to get rid of the fear. I need to get rid of the doubt. I need to get rid of the, past experiences that are telling me that this is happening, and start focusing on the good things, focus on the people that are showing up in my life, focus on the people that are the things that I have accomplished that have been very hard to do. But yeah, I've done them anyway. Focusing on the good things will get you more good things. Focusing on the positive things in your life will get you more positive things in your life. So changing that bad thinking to good thinking. What is it that you're blessed with? Where can you find an attitude of gratitude? Where can you really live up to the things that are being, that are going to find you the success, that are the action steps that are going to get you to the goals that you want to achieve? Getting rid of the bad habits of your life that are taking you down the other direction. Maybe you have a bad habit of just sitting and surfing social media for 25 minutes and all of a sudden that time is just gone. But then you don't have time to put in the good habits of like getting exercise in, or taking time to prep your meals, or, you're taking convenience of putting in a hot pocket and not necessarily of getting in good wholesome vegetables and fruits and good carbs for your body, like getting rid of the processed stuff, like finding the bad habits in your life that are not serving you and replacing them with positive habits. It takes 21 days to create a habit, and it takes about 21 days to replace a habit as well. So if you're looking to, improve your life, look at the things that you're doing on a daily basis. Maybe keep a log of all the things that you do accomplish in a day, or that you do in a day, and then look at them. Are those things serving you? I was listening to John Maxwell recently. And he takes the entire last week of the year to analyze all of the things that he's done throughout the year. Now, he does an extremely type A kind of job of like planning and keeping detailed orientation of everything that he does in the year. So he can look at like, my time was spent, this much of my time was spent doing this much of my time was spent doing that, this much of my time is doing this. And then he thinks about, do I need to do more of this, less of this? You can do the same thing in a day. You can think about maybe even your week, this last week. Where did I spend my time? How much am I kind of doing a time audit of yourself? Are you using that? We all get 24/7, 365, right? So are you using your time appropriately? Are you using your time for bad habits, or are you using your time for good habits? Are you using your time for good thoughts, or using your time for bad thoughts? And that third one was bad relationships. Are you surrounding yourself with the people that are going to lift you up? Are you surrounding yourself with the people that are going to encourage you, that are going to help you become the person that you want to be in order to achieve the goals that you want to achieve? We are like the people we spend the most time with. We're 151% more likely to be like the people we spend the most time with. So who are those 5 people in your inner circle? Are they positive influences on your life? Are they helping you get to where you want to go? Are they encouraging you and supporting you to be, more Christ-like, more towards your goals, more live next to Him? Or are they pulling you away from those things? And then also think about, relationships with social media and the media in general, and just the other sources of information that you plug yourself into. When you start to increase the positive habits of your life, the positive thinking of your life, one of the things that you can do is to plug into good personal development. And they all tie together. When I started surrounding myself with uplifting, positive people that had healthy habits that I wanted to have as well, I was more encouraged to do those things. I was more aware of the things that I was doing currently, and then I figured out a way to change what I was doing currently to improve my life. And so if you want to find success in your day, if you want to find success in your week or your month or your life in general, you need to look at the 3 things that are holding you back. Do you have bad thinking? Do you need to change up the assumptions, the dread, the doubt? Do you need to flip those things around and find the positive? Do you have bad habits in your life that you could maybe switch up to have some more positive habits in your life? Can you replace the negative habits with good ones? And then, do you have bad relationships in your life? And it's okay to make a cut on some ties. It's okay to spend less time with people in your life that are not serving you well. It's your life. You only get one of them. So why don't you spend the time that you have doing things well? So those are the 3 things that are, very simple, very point blank today, bad thinking, bad habits, and bad relationships. If you can flip those things to have positive thinking in your day, positive relationships, and positive habits in your day, you're going to find a compound effect of good good and find more focus on the positive and find more success in your life. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you like this show, if you want to know more about it, go back to past episodes by subscribing to Choose to Rise in Apple Podcasts, in Podbean as well. And also leave a rating and review, because that helps more people find Choose to Rise, and that helps us expand our audience and help more people live well. Also, it helps so much if you were to take a screenshot and share in your social media, or if you're here on the Facebook page, just hit that little share button and send it off to a friend as well. I really appreciate you being here, and I really appreciate my listeners every single day. I feel so honored and so blessed to get to share my heart with you always and help you live a better life, because that's what we're all about here at Choose to Rise, helping people rise up out of the current situation and live life well. Thanks for joining me today. I will see you again next time. Bye.